So here's one of the shocking discoveries I've stumbled upon, probably in the beginning of this year. And this thing that I've discovered is known as the slut walk, which defies, the imagination of the average human being's stupidity. This is the quintessential epitome of idiocracy, or or dumbing down the population. It really is. Now you see, I discovered it about I think the beginning of this year or 6 to 7 months ago, and I must say, after looking into this, I discovered why this thing called the slut walk emerged because it was about a woman who was raped on in a college campus, and she promoted this awareness of campus rape and how it has become quite frequent. I mean, when it comes to the awareness, of course, and she only said that as a means of like getting people to become aware of the rape and the sexual assaults that happen on college campuses and everything. But when Amber Rose, who I just found out used to be the ex of Kanye West, or should I say his ghost, um, and the former wife of uh, Wiz Khalifa, yeah. And when I discovered that, I thought that was just a little weird that she of all people would be the one to take over the whole movement. And she became more famous as a result. But the thing is, the slut walk thing was taken seriously, and now it has turned into a fiasco because it wasn't meant to be a group of women who walk around topless in their underwear, all in the name of promoting awareness of college campuses and sexual assault, and giving a voice to the victims who have survived sexual assault, rape, and what have you. And I understand that the premise itself is good. I'm not against this idea of promoting this kind of awareness, like to raise awareness on this thing. It's a good thing. But here's the problem: when they march in the streets, sometimes with bras and underwears, or they just walk around in the streets, topless and their g strings. How is this gonna stop rape? Is beyond me. I'm shocked beyond words, honestly. I've never seen something this stupid in my entire life. And for the men who join this movement in the march of the slut walk, what's actually funny to me is they themselves are so beta, and they act like they're doing the right thing, and they're the voice of the women, but they march in the same thing, and the men are wearing the bras. And when I first saw this, I was wondering, what's going on here? I haven't seen something this ludicrous since the topless protests started to emerge a few years back. That was another stupid movement too, and it was called Free the Nipple. Now I swear, the idiocracy. It just starts to boggle my mind more and more and more. How how many more individuals will continue to lose their common sense? If you want to promote awareness or raise awareness of sexual assault victims, it would be very helpful if you dressed conservatively and you dress with modesty instead of walking around in your underwear being topless just to try to stop rape. Now, that's kind of weird, honestly. Walking around in your underwear and walking around topless to stop rape, that's like walking with clothes on. That's like trying to show off your fashion wardrobe. That's like trying to show off your stylish outfit in a nudist colony. Nudists don't even wear clothes. So my question is, how is stopping rape by walking around your underwear and being topless gonna help anything? How does that stop rape? I don't understand it. This really defies the laws of common sense. And when I saw them, I think it was say. I use rational judgment, and I couldn't help but acknowledge these people are dumb. These women are very brainless, and they say that the word slut is somehow empowering to them. Let's take the power of the word slut and make it something positive and empowering. If you look it up in the dictionary, it's nothing empowering at all. It's very demeaning towards women. That's like saying, you know what? I'm going to have an ego boost by being referred to as a female dog. How does that even work? And I've seen them saying this in some videos, and I was shocked by the madness and the stupidity. And and here's the thing: you have this woman named Amber Rose. She claims that she hates being touched on her buttocks. She hates it when people slap her butt and what have you. But yet, from what I've heard, she likes to go around. She poses. She has naked pictures of herself on Instagram, and she likes to shake it around. And she's always on TMZ shaking her big butt everywhere. And like sometimes I try to look for some videos that could be interesting and eye catching. But when I saw this on TMZ, I clicked on that by accident. I was like, wait a minute, are you serious? This is a figurehead of a movement that's meant to raise awareness of sexual assault victims and what have you. And she's playing victim because she claims that she doesn't like people touching her backside and spanking her. But she's asking for this attention because she's always posting naked pictures of herself on Twitter and Instagram, and she has the audacity to say that, I feel violated despite the fact that she shakes her, she gyrates her rump shaker all over the place. My God. I mean, this was so laughable. Very laughable. This is just, the slut walk is just as laughable as the topless protests. I mean, this is just as bad as men and women asking, why are men allowed to go topless in the beach? Why are men allowed to walk around topless in public and women aren't? That's not necessarily true when you ask this question in the first place. And second, when you stop to think about it, the slut walk, here's the thing. I've always said to people, gun control is like putting a band-aid, a small band-aid on a scar that's this big. The slut walk, when they, try to stop rape and promote awareness and raise awareness of rape, and they want to stop rape by marching in the streets with their with their underwear and walking around topless and with just their underwears on, all in as well as obstructing the flow of traffic. That's like me saying, you know what, I'm gonna show off my new clothes. I got some new clothes from Target or Kohl's. I'm gonna show off my new clothes in a nudist colony. I dress pretty well, but that's like saying I'm gonna show off my style when I, visit a nudist resort. Nobody wears clothes there. I just don't understand the stupidity. It's the most hilarious thing ever because they are the laughing stock of women. All these women who take the slut walk march seriously, they are the laughing stock of society, and they are the laughing stock of all women around the world, especially Amber Rose. I mean, her actions are a great reflection of her double standards. She promotes one thing, but yet she does this. I mean, even at the slut walk parades, you have women that dress like strippers and they dance provocatively. How in the world do you expect this movement to be taken seriously? And they have paintings and words that says like, stop rape painted on their bodies. You can't expect to do that. I mean, if you walk around naked, you're more likely to be a rape victim than anything else. I mean, there's not much to take off. I mean, you're an easy target when it comes to rapists. So how is that really? If anything, that's actually promoting more rape than stopping it. So when these women go around in the slut walk saying, Like it's not fair for us to be called this, but men don't get this kind of treatment when they, do this with multiple partners. I'm like, are you kidding me? You do realize that's a joke, a big joke. And I'm surprised this movement is actually a thing. But you see, to me, it looked like a fun event for me to go to. Just for the sake of ridiculing other people. Yeah, I would go there just to ridicule the people and ask them questions of common sense. And if they can't answer that, I'm just gonna laugh at them for it. So yeah, you see, ridiculing is not a good thing. It's a form of bullying. But some people really deserve to be ridiculed because this is like showing the whole world that immodesty is being promoted, and prostitution technically is being promoted through this too. They're dressed like strippers, and and these women are brainwashed and into thinking that they are empowered to be called a derogatory term, which is worse than referring to a woman as a prostitute. So, with that being said, this is why I'm not um, willing to take this kind of this movement seriously. This is such a joke. The slut walk is the biggest joke of the 21st century. Now, I'm just looking forward to what other jokes we have in store. There's the topless protests. Now we have the slut walk. So, I wonder what's going to be next. Let's see. Let's make it a fashion to enlarge the size of our noses as well. Yeah. So yeah, if you'll excuse me, I have to leave. Thank you very much for watching this video, and I hope you laughed as much as I did, because the slut walk is a joke, and this is the epitome of the joke that we have known as third wave feminism. Feminism was fine during the first wave movement with the suffragists, and the second wave for women who wanted equal pay and equal status to the men in the workforce. That I can respect. But this third wave feminism, it's about sexuality. But instead of empowering themselves, they actually exploit themselves as idiots. So, let's all stand to fight idiocracy together with the best way possible. And with guys like me, I hope that we can bring common sense back to society. Thank you very much.